Did you just change your Toyota's battery? If you didn't reset some settings, your engine might not work. This is because new Toyotas have smart systems that require reprogramming after a battery replacement. Most people don't know this and end up with bigger problems later. In this video, we'll talk about 7 things you should never do with your Toyota cars. Keep watching, as mistake number 5 is something only experienced drivers know. Let's get started. Mistake number 1. Changing transmission fluid. Too late. Toyota transmissions are tough, but even they need regular care to stay that way. One thing many drivers skip: transmission fluid changes. It's easy to forget because there's no warning light, and the car often feels fine until it doesn't. But that fluid inside your transmission does a lot more than you think. It keeps everything cool, helps with shifting, and works like a hydraulic fluid to move parts smoothly. Over time, it also picks up debris from normal wear inside the transmission. Toyota uses 2 main types of fluid: WS, World Standard, which is used in most models after 2007, and TIV for older ones. If you have WS fluid, you should change it every 60,000 miles or every 6 years, whichever comes first. If your car uses T4 fluid, change it every 30,000 miles or 3 years. Stick to these schedules to avoid slipping gears, harsh shifting, and damage to key parts like the torque converter or valve body. Here's something most people don't know. If your Toyota has over 100,000 miles and the fluid has never been changed, replacing it now might actually cause problems. That old fluid contains debris that can help aging clutches grip better. If you flush it all out, the transmission might slip or shift roughly. In fact, many shops won't service transmissions past this point unless they've been maintained earlier. So, what's the right move? Stick to a drain and fill, not a full flush, and always use the original Toyota fluid. It's not expensive, and it's engineered to work with your car. Trying to save a few bucks with third-party fluids or ignoring the schedule could lead to a full transmission rebuild, and nobody wants that. Mistake number 2. Don't coast in neutral or leave it there too long. You might have heard this one before. Put your car in neutral when going downhill. It'll save gas. But that's actually outdated advice. In older cars with manual carburetors, it made a small difference. But in modern Toyotas, especially those with fuel injection and smart transmission control, coasting in neutral doesn't save fuel. It can actually cause damage. Here's why. When your car is in gear going downhill, the engine control unit knows how to cut fuel while using engine braking to control speed. In neutral, that doesn't happen. The engine keeps idling, still using gas, so you're not saving fuel. Plus, your transmission isn't fully lubricated in neutral because the internal oil pump slows down. Over time, this lack of proper lubrication can wear out parts like clutch packs and bearings. Even worse, you lose control. When coasting in neutral, you can't accelerate quickly to avoid hazards. You also lose engine braking, meaning your brakes have to work harder, especially dangerous on steep hills or wet roads. And if you drive a Toyota hybrid, leaving it in neutral for long periods can be a big mistake. While in neutral, the hybrid system can't recharge the high-voltage battery. That's because the motor generators aren't spinning the way they need to in order to generate power. If the battery drains too far, your car will shut down and won't restart until the battery is manually recharged at a Toyota service center, which takes time, money, and special tools. So what's the smart move? Always stay in drive when moving and park when stopped. Neutral might seem harmless, but in modern Toyotas, it's a risk, and one that can be easily avoided. Mistake number 3. Never cover the high-voltage battery fan vent. If you drive a Toyota hybrid, there's one small detail that can lead to a very big problem: covering the battery fan vent. The high-voltage battery in hybrids needs to stay cool to work properly, and Toyota has designed a special fan system to do just that. The fan pulls air in through a vent, usually located near or under the rear seat. That airflow helps keep the battery from overheating, but if that vent gets blocked, the trouble starts fast. Many drivers accidentally block the vent without realizing it. Things like seat covers, bags, toys, or even double floor mats can block airflow. Some hybrid SUVs, like the Toyota Highlander, have the vent lowered down, making it easier to cover without noticing. But once airflow is blocked, the battery can overheat, and that's one of the top reasons hybrid batteries fail. When the fan can't cool the battery, the temperature rises quickly. The cells inside the battery start to break down, and the system may show warning lights or shut down to protect itself. If left too long, it can cause permanent battery damage. Replacing a high-voltage battery can cost thousands of dollars, all because of something as simple as a seat cover. It's also important to check the battery cooling fan and its filter. Over time, dust and pet hair can clog the filter, especially if you have kids or drive with pets in the back. Cleaning the filter once or twice a year can go a long way in keeping your battery healthy. So, here's the takeaway. Keep the vent clear, avoid covering it with anything, and check the filter now and then. It's a small habit that can save you from a huge repair bill. If you made it this far, then consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Mistake number 4. Never shift from drive to reverse while still moving. Driving a Toyota means you expect reliability, but even the best-built cars need proper care. One habit that can quickly damage your transmission? Shifting from drive to reverse or the other way around. While the car is still moving, it might not seem like a big deal, especially if you're in a hurry or making a quick turn in a parking lot. But forcing your transmission to switch directions before the vehicle is fully stopped can cause serious damage over time. Here's why. Inside your Toyota's transmission, there are multiple gears, clutches, and moving parts. These parts are designed to rotate in one direction at a time, either forward or backward. When you shift too quickly, those parts don't get the chance to stop and reset. Instead, they grind against each other under stress, wearing out faster and even breaking down in some cases. Transmission fluids also play a key role here. It keeps everything cool and lubricated so parts don't overheat or rub metal on metal. Fast gear changes while moving can overheat the fluid, break it down faster, and lead to poor lubrication. That means even more wear inside the transmission. Some newer Toyotas may block the shift until the car is stopped, but many models will still allow it, especially if you're just rolling slowly. So it's up to you to stay careful. The solution is easy. Always press the brake and make sure your Toyota comes to a full stop before shifting between drive and reverse. That quick pause protects your transmission, keeps your car running smoothly, and saves you from a repair bill that could cost thousands. Simple habits make a big difference when it comes to long-term reliability. Mistake number 5. Don't block the radiator in winter. When winter hits, especially in colder places like Chicago, some Toyota drivers try tricks to warm up their cars faster. One common mistake: placing cardboard or covers in front of the radiator. The idea is simple: block cold air from hitting the radiator so the engine warms up quicker. Some hybrid drivers do this thinking it'll help the car run more efficiently, especially since the engine won't shut off until it's fully warmed up. But here's the truth: blocking your Toyota's radiator is a bad idea. It might seem helpful, but it messes with how the cooling system is designed to work. Your car, especially a hybrid, has more than one cooling system. There's a radiator for the engine, and often a separate one for the high-voltage battery system. When you block airflow, you're not just warming things up, you're also stopping the car from cooling important parts when it needs to. The engine may overheat quicker than expected, or the hybrid battery system might run hotter than it should. That heat builds up fast, and the car has no way to get rid of it, especially if the radiator is covered. Overheating can shorten the life of your engine or battery and lead to expensive repairs. Newer Toyota hybrids already have smart systems to manage heat. Some models even come with automatic grille shutters that open and close to warm up the car more efficiently without risking damage. The computer handles it all, but it can't remove a piece of cardboard. So trust your Toyota's design. It knows how to warm up safely, even in cold weather. Blocking the radiator might feel helpful, but it's risky. and in the long run, it can do more harm than good. Mistake number 6. Don't block the radiator in winter. When winter hits hard in places like Chicago, Minneapolis, Detroit, or Buffalo, it's tempting to try shortcuts to warm up your car faster. One trick some drivers use: putting cardboard or covers in front of the radiator. You might hear this from well-meaning friends or online forums, especially among hybrid owners, thinking it helps the engine warm up quickly and improves fuel efficiency. But here's the truth: blocking your Toyota's radiator does more harm than good. Your car's cooling system is carefully designed to manage temperature, even in freezing weather. Newer Toyotas, especially hybrids, often have two cooling systems, one for the engine and another for the high-voltage hybrid battery. When you block the front of the car, you reduce airflow to both, which can lead to overheating, even in winter. The problem? While your engine might warm up a bit quicker, you're also putting extra stress on your radiator and battery system. In some cases, this leads to higher engine temperatures, poor hybrid performance, or even system failure. It's not worth the risk, especially when hybrid batteries and cooling parts can be expensive to replace. And here's the cool part: many newer Toyota hybrids already handle this for you. Models like the Prius have automatic grille shutters that open and close on their own, helping the engine warm up efficiently without blocking airflow. The car's computer knows exactly when to let cold air in and when to keep it out. So if you live in a chilly state, trust your Toyota to handle the cold. It's built for all kinds of weather. Blocking the radiator with cardboard may sound helpful, but in reality, it can cause overheating, and that means costly repairs down the road. Mistake number 7. Don't replace the battery. Without reprogramming the electronics, swapping out a dead battery in your Toyota might seem like a simple job. Just unplug the old one, plug in the new one, and you're good to go, right? Not quite. On modern Toyotas, especially newer models and hybrids, changing the battery without resetting or reprogramming the car's systems can cause a long list of strange issues. Here's why. Many Toyota vehicles have smart electronics that rely on stored memory. When the battery is disconnected, those systems can lose calibration. That includes things like automatic windows, the power steering system, climate control settings, and even engine idle behavior. Some cars may run roughshod at first or show warning lights on the dashboard. In hybrid models, it can even affect how the car manages the battery charge and regenerative braking. For newer Toyotas with start-stop systems, failing to register the new battery properly can lead to poor performance or battery drain. The system needs to know the battery's type, age, and charge level so it can manage energy use efficiently. Skipping this step means your Toyota might keep acting like it still has the old battery, and that confusion can shorten your new battery's life. The good news? Most shops or dealerships can register the battery for you, and there are also tools available for DIY drivers. It's a quick process but makes a big difference. So if you're changing the 12-volt battery in your Toyota, take that extra step to reprogram or reset the system. It's not just about avoiding light. It helps your car work the way it was designed to. A small step today can prevent a lot of annoying problems and trips to the mechanic later. Which of these surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you find this video helpful, then be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.